Learning Zili Nishmas Etta Ahuva Basak Masech is Perik Beis Mishna Daled. Shloisha Dvarim Amar Rabbi Shmuel Lefnei Chacham B'Keren B'Yavne. Rabbi Shmuel said over the following three halachas. Halacha number one is Albeya Trufa. If you have an egg that's mixed up, meaning the chelmein and the chelbein, the white part and the yellow part are mixed up, Shehu Nesuna Al Gabe Hayarik, and the egg is put on top of a vegetable, Shel Truma. So the egg is chulin, obviously, because it's not gedulei karka, so the egg is chulin, and it's right on top of a yerek. Shehu chiber. So the halacha is that if a tful yoim touches truma, it's metame, it passes it. But if he touches chulin, nothing happens, because the tful yoim is a sheni, like we said the other day. Over here, the halacha is that the egg and the vegetable are considered attached, so much so that if the tful yoim touches the egg, it's as if he touched the vegetable, and the vegetable of truma becomes puzzle. But im haisa kemin koiva, but if there was like an airspace in between the egg and the yarek, then ein chibur, then it's not considered attached. So this Mishnah is brought in Tful Yoim Perek Gimel Mishnah Beis, and over there's a machlokes, the Tanakam and Rabbi Yosi, whether the entire vegetable, the entire upper layer of the vegetable becomes tamei, or only the kelach, the part of the vegetable directly underneath the egg that it's touching it, and the Chazon Ish over there is masber the machlokes. If you look at the vegetable, so then each vegetable is separate. But if you look at the egg is one big egg. So since the egg is touching part of the vegetable here and touching part of the vegetable over here, so then all the yerakus become mechuber. The Mishnah continues, the second halacha of Rabbi Shmuel, about al shibolis shebekatzer, the stalk that's in the harvesting, v'roisha magas lekama, if you would bend it over, it would touch the standing stalk that's next to it. So therefore it shouldn't be considered either shikha or leket. It's machlokes in Pirish Mishnayis in Maseches Peah, Perek Hey Mishnah Beis, learns that it's talking about leket, and the Rash over there learns that it's talking about shikha, and the Goin over there in Peah says that our Mishnah in Eduyos is for sure talking about shikha. So im niksara, im hakama, if this stalk, this single shibolis, could be cut together with one swipe with the rest of the kama that's next to it, then harehi shabalabayis, then it's not considered shikha. The balabayis keeps it. V'im lav harehi shalaniyim, otherwise it is shikha and it belongs to the aniyim. And the last halacha that Rabbi Shmuel said is v'algina kitana shehimu kefes aris. If you have a small area of a garden, and around the garden is vines, so aris is made up of a row of 5 vines, and then around that is a wall. So the question is, could I plant in this gina kitana, in the open area in the middle, even though it's surrounded by krumim all around it? Is it a problem with klayim? So the halacha is im yesh ba kemoli boitzer v'salo mikan, umoli boitzer v'salo mikan. There's enough for a harvester and his basket, and on the other side also a harvester and its basket. And the Yerushalmi in Klayim in Perek Vav says Amar Rabbi Yonah Ama boitzer v'ama sala, ama boitzer v'ama sala. Each one is an amma, so altogether there's 4 ammas in between. And the Yerushalmi over there brings 3 shitas that hold that with a harchaka of 4 amas, an open space of 4 amas, even though it's all enclosed within a wall, that's enough to allow you to plant zera next to it. And the basic halacha of klayim is that if there's just one, if there's just one shura and it doesn't have a halacha of aris, all you need is 6 tfachim. But if it has a halacha of aris, then you will need 4 amas to allow you to plant zera. So that's what this Mishnah is saying. V'im lav, if you don't have the 4 amas, then lo yisizah, then you're not allowed to plant. Mishnah hey, shloisha dvarim amru l'fnei Rabbi Yishmael. These 3 things were said in front of Rabbi Yishmael. V'lo amru behem v'lo iser v'lo yater. He didn't paskin iser heter. The first 2 are iser heter. The last one, he didn't say tumah v'tayra. So the first 2 are very similar. The first is hamapis morsa b'Shabbos. Someone pops a pimple on Shabbos, so it depends why he's doing it. If he wants to make an opening Rashi in Shabbos on Kuf Zayin says, Kederech sheroifim shal achshav, they make it, they're mitzakin a Pesach for it. So then you would be chayiv because of either Boina Pesach or because of Masakin Kli. But in Mahoitzi Lecha, if you're doing it just to remove the pus, so then pater, then you're pater. And the Gemara over there says, on Amud Beis, Kuf Zayin Amud Beis, that this is the words of Reb Shimon, that holds malacha she'ein tzricha legufa pater leh, because this is a malacha she'ein tzricha legufa. And the Gemara on Amud Aleph says over there that this is a case, kol pturi de Shabbos is normally pater v'asar, but over here it's pater mutter because malacha she'ein tzricha legufa makes it only asar midarabanan, and mishum tzayra legazu barabanan. Similarly, the second thing that was said in front of Yishmael, Atzad Nachash b'Shabbos, if you're trapping a snake on Shabbos, if you're doing it just so it shouldn't bite you, so then pater. The Gemara says this also, if you want the snake because you want to use the snake for refuah, let's say they did a lachash with the snake, so then you would be chayiv. And lastly, ba'alafasin ironiya shehein tahiris ba'el hames. Lefasis ironius is a kli cheres that's totally closed, and the inside was hollow, and eventually they would cut it in half, and you would have two bowls. But right now that it's totally enclosed, so it's tar ba'oil hames, because a kli cheres, we said yesterday, can't be mitama migabai, only mitama mitoichin. Over here there is no toich. But yet, meis b'masa mazav, it could come tame b'masa. Even though there's a klal, a shabol chal maga, bol chal masa, and over here you can't mitame b'magas. How's the tame b'masa? So I think the answer is, Tosfos in Shabbos, Peidal Amud Beis says that if it's oimed li pasach, that's good enough, that eventually it's going to become open. So therefore it could be tame b'masa. Elazar ben Tzadok Omer, he says not even tame b'masa, but for a different reason. Av masa azav tahiris m'nei shalei nigmara malachtim, because the kli is not nigmara until you actually cut it and make it into two bowls.